Sunday energy. I want to say, first of all, salutation to my Madrina, to my Madrino, to my Oba, and to all of my brothers and sisters in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lukumi, Congo, Paulo, Mystic, and Antics. To each and every one of you guys, I am Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I am the Apostle and Pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRs. The ATRs are the African traditional religion by which we harness, direct, and disperse energy, frequency, and vibration. What's up? What's up, Sister Calvina in the house, Cancer? And to each and every one of you guys that are following me, I want to say also salutations to my Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Sagittarius, and Virgo. Hello to each and every one of you guys for joining us this afternoon. What's up, Mama Susan in the house? To each and every one of you guys, I want to say thank you for supporting this particular platform and the things that we do here. I want to say that I've been recovering quite well. I've been up and about. I've been in my office this morning, taking step for step. What's up, my Demetrius in the house? Hello, good evening and good afternoon to each and every one of you guys. What's up, Cancer? Jonathan. I also want to say to each and every one of you guys, this is a rare opportunity. What's up, Boaz? My Pisces in the house. This is a rare opportunity to see someone that is going through something, being very transparent, and allowing the divine and the spirits and the egoons to restore, to heal, and recover. I want to say to each and every one of you guys with all thoughts of prayer, I appreciate it. What's up, my Ryan? What's up, Virgo in the house? I want to say to each and every one of you guys, thank you so much for your continual support, what I do here and what I do. And I also want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys that never stop watching, never stop looking, never stop posting, never stop going to the website, contributing to what we do here. I personally am in awe of divine, especially for all the things that I've been going through and dealing with, especially being decided to be that open about what I was going through. Not only that, I want to say to each and every one of you guys, when you get an opportunity to really walk this walk and talk this talk, it becomes a different perspective. I want to say to anyone that is in the ATRs or desire to be in the ATRs, it is truly a personal journey. As much as you can prepare. I also want to talk about as above, so below. We're talking about sun energy, which is ruled by Leo. Leo rules the heart. And I want to talk about my focus is today, focus on collective victory. I want to focus on showing you how to recognize not only our individual victory, how those individual victories pour into our collective victories. Our individuality as a Pisces, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer, Capricorn, Leo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo. All these things lead us into a greater outpouring of melanated energy, frequency, and vibration. And this is something that I want to share on today. I'm going to be coming from Exodus, the 17th chapter, 8 through 12, and then 13. And it says, verse 8, then came Amalek and fought with Israel at Rodanim. And Moses said unto Joshua, choose out of men and go out and fight the Amalekites tomorrow. I will stand on the top of the hill, and the rod of God is mine in my hand, and the hill with the rod of my God is in my hand. And then verse 10 says, so Joshua did also as Moses had said unto him, and fought the Amalekites. And Moses and Aaron and Hur went up unto the top of the mountain. And it came to pass, when Moses held up his hands, that the Israel prevailed. And when he let down his hand, the Amalekite prevailed. One of the things that I want, what's up, Sister Monique, Mr. Bobby, to understand, you can't be so caught up in what you're doing in your everyday life. The Bible talks about no one entangles himself with the affairs of this life, especially when you're in warfare. You have to always be mindful of what's going on in the collective. What it means is in the atmosphere. What that means is what things are shifting, what things are being put in a position for you to win. There's a lot of things that are going on in our society. Really looks like we're not going to win, but we are prevailing. Black people are coming together in ways that we never thought possible. Melanated people are getting back to their roots. They're believing in their divine melanin. They're believing in their own Ache. And so therefore they're creating realities outside of what somebody else has created for them. The reason why this is important, especially in the time where we at right now, is to stay focused on what is going on in a collective. Because that's going to show you individually how you're going to be connected to that. Whether you're an air element, fire element, earth element, or water element. This is very, very important for you to be able to understand what victory is. Now, let me say this. Victory is gaining superiority, basically, over somebody else. Defeating them. Defeating the very thing of racism, institutional racism. And this world is going to look a lot different than it used to look. How we're going to acquire financing, resources, is going to look a lot different. We're in the age of Aquarius. A lot of things that I try to encourage many of you guys about being on social media and being a part of a business is very, very important. You're going to have more than one way of resource. You're going to have to understand collectively for us to be able to band together. They have this thing going on social media about cancel Christmas. All of these things allow us to prevail. And my thing was in this message. Let me go here. And it came to pass when Moses held up his hand. I read that part. Verse 12. But Moses' hands were heavy, and took a stone and put it under him, and he sat thereupon. And Aaron and Hur stayed up his hand, one on the other side and the other on the other side. And his hands were steady until the going down of the sun. And Joseph configured the Amalekites and his people at the edge of the sword. Now, why this is important, sir and ma'am, is you have to make sure that you recognize when your leadership hands are heavy. What I try to tell people, if you are not so indulged in what's going on in your individual life, you're going to be able to be aware of what's going on with leadership, elders, tatas, mumbos, who people that are guiding lights, people that are instrumental in a lot of the victories that a lot of you accumulate. For some unknown reason, and I've said this before, my situation does not change my gifting, does not change my ability to ascend, descend. It doesn't change my ability to summon spirits, any of that. It does put me in a mindset of who to help the most, who's going to help with this platform, who's going to be there in support of what we're doing. And my thing is, a lot of times, the way you live your life determines what type of victory or type of blessing that fall on your life. Remember in this particular scripture that Aaron and Hur was there to support Moses. It is important that you show yourself as a strong contender when it comes to support. Why is that part of it? Because all these spirits, whether it's Moses, whether it's me, or whether it's any form of leadership, those spirits that are working with that man or that woman are going to be focused on those people that are assisting that individual. This is why we talk about tribe. This is why we talk about community. This is why we talk about being a part of a collective, being a part of a covenant, being a part of a elay, being a part of a particular gathering, a church gathering. It's important, and to be aware when that leadership is in, I don't want to say in trouble, but when things are pressuring that leadership. And right now, I have realized that some of the people that are stepping up, some of the people that are making themselves aware, available for me to do what I need to do. I'm gonna fight on my own. When it comes to that, I'm a Sagittarius, Moon in Aries, and Rise sign Pisces, and I'm going to utilize my own personal willpower to get myself to places that I need to be in order to recover as swiftly as possible. In the meantime, in the between time, I want you guys to understand what it is and why it is important, imperative that you remain as much of a support that you have been, and that you realize that this particular platform is necessary, and it brings about insight, it brings about change, it brings about evolution, it also brings about transformation. And one of the things that I was concerned about is that people not so quickly, I should say, giving up or giving in. Storms gonna come to every business. Storms gonna come to every situation. What's up, my kingmaker in the house? These are the things that I have learned how to endure. I've learned how to weather things. I've learned how to project a certain level of strength. Also, I'm a very sober-minded individual. If I felt that I was in a position that I could not go any further, I would say that. I would not lead people on. This is a transition that I have to go through. To be out here in social media, going through various of situations is is a very challenging thing. Right now, I'm in a very strong position to maintain everything that I have, everything that is going on. My thing is that people understand that this is the part of life. This is the part of transition. This is the part of enduring hardness. This is the part of redirecting my energy. One of the things I'm going to be doing is definitely redirecting my energy to myself in the respects of making sure that I'm able to recover and to prevail in this particular situation. I'm asking those Aarons out there, those Hers out there, those people that don't mind umbrelling or strengthening my hand while I go through this process, to be a part of that. Those that have invested, those that have given, those that have supported in things. Kimo could say, yeah, you first. I want y'all to understand that one of the things that I kept saying this, and I'm saying it now. As a leader, I am transparent enough that you have a more realistic idea of what magic is, what spirituality is. I was burning some incense up here earlier, and knowing and trusting in the services, trusting in the spiritual instruments, trusting in the devices that you, or the weapons that you have in order to protect you and defend you and pull you through these various of situations. Prayer is good, but prayer directed with a purpose is even better. One of the things that I want people that decide to become an Aaron or a Hur, I want you to understand that strengthening my hands or holding my hands is allowing us as the collective to prevail. I am still pushing forward in many things in spite of what I'm dealing with. I'm still getting things done. I'm still getting candle work done. I'm still getting various of instant work done. And I'm working on a egg on stick, and as soon as ship it out. I'm very grateful. I am very thankful of how God has positioned me. I want many of you guys that are in various of traditions to understand what it takes to stand, to prevail, to avail, and to also defeat your enemies. Enemies naturally or enemies spiritually. This is something that I have, for what I should say, for whatever reason God has given me the upper hand in my given situation, and I am taking full advantage of that blessing. Encourage many of you guys that if you're going to get into the ATRs, make sure that you are definitely wholeheartedly committed. Also, I was reaching out to certain people to go with me in this particular direction. Um, Great is reward once you prevail. Many people, when you're in battle or you're in a fight, some people gamble or against you, some people gamble for you. My thing is that people need to understand that I'm in a position that I'm able to prevail in my situations and my circumstances. I have definitely been taking my vitamins to make sure that my body is up to par. But I also want to say this: victory belongs to the children of God. And what I mean by that, if you are operating in your individual energy, you're going to see the collective victory. Whatever we're doing, we need to be ushering in that direction, in that flow, in that shift, in that dimension. Many of us are going to be finding ourselves doing different things that we would normally do, based off of the shift, based off of the flow, based off of the vibration and the frequency that is going to be impacting us all, in order for all of us to enjoy the benefit of this upcoming victory. I want to say this too as well. Y'all know I like to tell stuff ahead of time. I don't care how bad it looks, it's gonna get better. What's up, Chiron Aries in the house? Victory is sticking things out. Sticking with your team, your coven, your house, your tribe. Everybody is not meant for the front line. Everybody is not meant to strengthen the hands of Moses, but everybody play a part. It's like these midterms that are coming up. We all play a part. We all hand our energy to prevail. That's our intention. That's our goal. That's our purpose. We get up in the morning, our intention is clear. We want victory. We want to defeat our enemies. We want to prevail. We want to avail. And I'm talking about avail much. Focus on what's going on in the stratosphere is going to help you stay focused. If you get lost along the way of what you're going through, always look up. It's in the atmosphere. And it's a lot of us that are pushing in a certain direction. I'm going to say, go with the flow. I'm going to say, go with the vibration. I'm going to say, go with the frequency. Because this is going to put you in position for you to be successful, to avail much. Our prayers are going to become more effective. Our meditations. And this is what I mean by when you know your energy, your frequency, and vibration. You don't want to tie your energy up with temporal things. Your energy is eternal. Find these vibrations, the frequency that are eternal. Abundance, health, wealth, success, prosperity, happiness, joy, all these other frequencies. These are things that you want to attach your energy to. And these are the things that are going to be leading you out of situations and into better realities. Let's see. I thought that was like, but pretty much that's what I wanted to talk about. For some of you guys that will continue to support Chief Apostle Samuel Jr., also to all of you that that have been sending me texts and messages, I truly appreciate that. This is a fight, but I am winning. I am prevailing. I'm more encouraged today than I was yesterday. And the reason being is I keep seeing me getting stronger. I keep seeing me able to do more things that I was prohibited of doing. And now I see things really, really manifesting. I want to say to each and every one of you guys, thank you once again for your support. I'm not going to push myself to be on here because I was on here yesterday. But I wanted to come on here and share what I was, this message, what's the collective victory that is at hand, individual victories that are going to be a part of this plan. Also to those that will step up as her, will step up as Aaron and help strengthen Apostle Ely at this particular time. It's not a forced thing, it's a choice thing. It will be greatly appreciated. And once I come out of this, y'all know how I do. I always take care of those that take care of me. But this is something that I have to really fight the good fight of faith. This is something that is giving me an opportunity to see what process is. Just not snapping my finger and coming out of a situation, or speaking a word coming out of a situation, but actually going through the process. And it has been a ride, to say the very least. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for tuning in on today, and hopefully I'll see you guys soon. To each and every one of you guys, thank you for the likes, the shares, also the stickers and the donations for this particular monetized channel. Thank you once again. I hope that many of you got something out of this, and I hope that you're focused about what's going on and why things are happening, and being whatever you can be to your ministry or your leadership or any elder that is holding up and guiding. Okay? God bless you. I'll see you guys on the flip.